OnePlus 8 versus iPhone XR speed test coming up. Let's go. What's up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology. Let's begin this speed test with a boot up of both devices in 3, 2, 1, and see which one can get there first. Now, the OnePlus 8 does feature a Snapdragon 865, and it does have 12 gigabytes of RAM. The iPhone XR features an Apple A12 Bionic chipset, and it does have 3 gigabytes of RAM. Don't be fooled by the RAM though, because iOS is extremely well optimized. You can see that the OnePlus beats the iPhone XR when it comes to booting up the device. So let's go ahead and test the face unlock for this phone. You can see, barely even need to look at it, and the OnePlus 8 is in very fast there for that device. Now over here, the iPhone XR, you have to do a 2-step process, but still very quick, just not as quick as the OnePlus 8. Now people like to say, or have mentioned before, well, it's not about the speed, it's about the, the security. And yes, the iPhone has a more secure face unlock, but we're doing a speed test. So the OnePlus 8 is a faster unlocking phone. We'll talk about security in a full comparison. For this one, the OnePlus 8 is just a faster phone to face unlock. Whether it has worse security is a topic for another day. Now, in addition to that, they do have one of the faster in-display fingerprint sensors on a smartphone, but you don't have a fingerprint sensor on the XR. That's reserved for the new iPhone SE. But there is multiple ways to unlock this device as well, and their in-display fingerprint sensor is pretty quick as well. Now, confirming their software, Android 10 over here, this does have Oxygen OS 10.5.3. The iPhone is featuring iOS 13.4.1 for its software. Quick note about the OnePlus 8 Pro before we begin the app test. It does have a smoother refresh rate, so it's a smoother panel than the iPhone XR. You can see it every time you scroll, and it's something that doesn't come through on camera that good, but when you see it in person and you hold them side by side, if you see them in a store, you will see the difference here. So everything is closed out for the XR, everything is closed out to the OnePlus 8. Let's go into clock. You can see faster for the OnePlus. Let's go into settings. Again, faster for the OnePlus. This is down to that animation speed. Let's go into calculator. Faster for the OnePlus so far on daily apps. Let's go to weather, and I don't have any animations on. That was again faster to the OnePlus. We'll go to App Store, Play Store. That one's going to the OnePlus as well. Let's come out of there. Let's go into Amazon. You could see again, OnePlus there. The iPhone was very close on that one. Let's go into Instagram. You can see which one loads this up first, and that one goes to the iPhone. Let's go over here to my profile page, and you can see the iPhone XR a little snappier there, and Instagram. Smoother scroll for the iPhone XR, whereas we have a faster scroll for the OnePlus, but the XR is an older phone, so it's keeping up very well. Let's go into Twitter, and you can see that's gonna go to the OnePlus. We'll go over here to my profile page on both of them. 3, 2, go. And you can see a little faster there for the OnePlus. Let's go into TikTok, and TikTok goes to the OnePlus. Let's go to search. Pretty even on that one, not too much of a difference. You can see just a difference in scrolling, both very fast in TikTok. So let's go over to Chipotle. 3, 2, 1. See if we're gonna order a burrito today. You can see ordering a burrito is gonna be no problem on either one of these. I mean, these apps perform very similar on both devices. Let's go into YouTube, and you can kind of see that YouTube does open first there for the OnePlus. It also will be a better viewing experience as there's less of an obtrusion of the notch. There's just a little punch hole up there. In addition to that, you do have an OLED display versus an LCD display, which offers up, just a little bit more color, a lot more saturation, stuff like that. Let's go to trending, and you can see very similar. So yeah, in terms of YouTube, it's gonna be a similar speed when using this application. iPhone XR took that one, but both very good. Let's go into eBay, and you can see eBay first there for the OnePlus, and you can just see that there's just a little more chop on a 60 hertz panel. You even see it on the iPhone, which is something I like to see. ProMotion coming to the next iPhones. Let's go into speed test, and you can see that's going to the iPhone XR hands down. Let's go into Geekbench. That's the XR all day, every day. Let's go into PUBG Mobile and see which one can win this one. So it looks like the 10R is ahead. As always, the games, I just want to see, for one time, just see an Android phone beat the iPhone on gaming. Doesn't seem like it's happening today either. The 10R was ready to get into that match first, and there is the OnePlus. Let's hit the start match to see which one can actually get in there. Start, and see which one can match up first. So you can see, oh, this is going to be close. Looks like the 10R might be in the lead, but you never know. Ooh. That one was very close. It looked like they popped open pretty similar. Let me know your thoughts on that one. When in gaming, the OnePlus and the iPhone XR are pretty similar size body, but you can see reduced bezels here and definitely more screen space with a smoother refresh, so, and a bigger battery. So it might be the better option for the OnePlus if you want to do gaming, especially because of the display mostly. Let's go into Dead Trigger 2. But that's only if the titles match up with your expectations. You can see the iPhone XR wins there. We'll hit play. If they don't have the titles on the OnePlus, it's not for you. But if they have the titles on the iPhone, it will be for you. 10R says, sit down OnePlus. I'm the gaming king of this little round of testing right here. So yeah, both of them very smooth in gameplay. That's what's great about both of these. They're gonna both be great gaming devices. Let's go into Hill Climb Race. And this is just a little, easy game to load. Just want to see how they do with basic casual stuff. 10R wins right there as well. I might consider doing these tests again when the OnePlus gets a few updates. These apps might need to be optimized. I'm not making excuses for the OnePlus. It is losing in these games right now to the 10R all day, every day. But it's like barely, it's like really little. So yeah, both of them going to be very competent performers here in games. All right, guys, so let's go through these applications to see if we get any reloads. I'll begin with the OnePlus 8. You can see Dead Trigger ready to go. PUBG, ready to go. Let's go into Geekbench, ready to go. Speed Test, ready to go. eBay, ready to go. YouTube, ready to go. Chipotle in the same location. TikTok, fine. And we're good on Twitter. Good on Instagram. Amazon right there. Play Store doing fine. Weather there. Calculator there. Settings and clock. No reloads here. The OnePlus 8 is a beast in RAM management. 12 gigabytes of RAM. Let's go over here to the iPhone. I will say I really like how smooth the iPhone tends to come out of these applications though. It's a very smooth affair for this device. You can just see, it just feels nice when coming out of these applications. So far 10R doing just fine here with all these applications. And that's what's great about, the iPhone. You get a lot of, RAM management and very smooth experience even with lower RAM. This not only saves Apple money, but it also makes you feel good that you have a phone with less RAM and it still performs great. So there you go. The iPhone XR says, I am doing fantastic here in 2020. Opening up some websites. Let's see. We'll go to target.com, 3, 2, 1. And you can see, it looks like the OnePlus had that first. We're still loading up fully here on the iPhone XR. I have noticed too that with the XR in day-to-day performance, especially when out and about, sometimes I struggle on Wi-Fi. I don't know what it is. It's just not as strong as even the 11 Pro series, the iPhone XS Max, the regular XS. Those are a little bit stronger on Wi-Fi as well. Let's go into ESPN. And you can see this loads first here for, looks like the OnePlus 8 is done. You can see the load bar right there. The iPhone XR now fully finishes. So yeah, you do have faster Wi-Fi performance on the OnePlus 8 for sure. And you have faster mobile performance, 5G connectivity on this phone versus 4G. So mobile connectivity is a strong win for the OnePlus 8 over XR. So do consider that if considering between these two or upgrading from XR to say the OnePlus 8. Okay guys, so we're gonna go ahead and open their cameras up just to see how fast they can do this. 3, 2, 1. And you can see XR a little bit faster there. Let's go ahead and take a photo. You can see XR takes a photo a little bit quicker than the OnePlus 8. Let me go ahead now and close the OnePlus 8's camera. We'll do this one more time, just see if there's any difference. 3, 2, 1. See, still, XR is a faster camera to open, but in terms of which one is better quality, stay tuned for that. We'll have to do some photo samples to see which one has the better overall camera. And so here are the final scores. 914 single core OnePlus 8 and then 1117. The iPhone takes it down on the single core. Now when it comes to the multi-core, it's a substantial victory for the OnePlus 8. And the difference between the multi-core and the multi-core on the iPhone is larger than the difference between the single cores on this, test right here. But because you have the optimization of the iOS platform with the A12, I mean, really, this phone still performs like an absolute beast, even though it doesn't have the latest chip anymore. The A13 Bionic is that latest chip. So in conclusion, which phone is the faster phone? Well, I think the OnePlus 8 feels faster, has a faster refresh rate, and it has a more up-to-date chipset for, the 2020 model year. This is a 2018 phone, but because the optimization of iOS and their own chipset is so great, you don't really notice it much. Also, just because it had higher frame rates in the graphics score over here for the OnePlus, still games play fantastic on the iPhone because they're very well made for this particular device. So either way you go, the moral of the story is you'll be happy with either. If you want more specs for the money, the OnePlus will make you happier. If you want a flagship iPhone feel, but you don't want to pay flagship iPhone price, you'll be very happy still, even getting a XR, which is still available today. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you want to see a OnePlus 8 versus iPhone XR full comparison, maybe. Let me know about that. And do you have either one of these devices? Share your experience with the community. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And be sure to be well. Stay safe out there. Nick here, and peace.